Christmas is waiting for you. It'll never start without you, never start without you. Christmas is all about you. I see everywhere.
I want to talk about some things that I am passionate about as far as my hobbies go, and this really great book that I just got, and why it's like kind of special to me. Anyways, I hope everyone's December has been good. I know it's not always an easy time for people. It's weird because it's like December is like, we all like love it. It's a beautiful time of year where it's like there's a lot of extreme highs and extreme lows. It's the best way I can describe December because it's Christmas time. We got the music, we got the parties, there's all kinds of things going on. But at the same time, it's also a very hard time for people, especially for those that have lost loved ones, those that are just, we're still transitioning and getting used to it getting darker earlier. That one, it feels sometimes like no matter how much I try to prepare for it, I still get the first week it's fine, and as it's transitioning into that, and I'm like, okay, but then there's just like this point in December where I'm just like, okay, this is messing with me, and I don't like it. And I want to go back to summer now, right now. But I, try to do all the things that are of the gratitude mentality and counting my blessings. I literally was doing that this morning because I did not want to get out of bed this morning. I was like, I am so grateful for my bed. My kids are in school right now and they're happy and healthy. So anyways, but what I really wanted to talk about is our creativity. I know a lot of you maybe don't feel like you're the most creative person. I'm sure that there are aspects of you that are creative, but then let's talk about your passions if you're not super creative. I just know that those that are artists in some form or another will relate to this video a little bit more. But I want to talk about the fact that our life is short, and there is a way that we can be living that absolutely feeds our soul. And I know it's hard to make time sometimes for those things that we are really passionate about, but it's so important to do that. And I would even encourage you to work on it little by little. Give it an hour every single day. Make it a point to give it an hour or even 30 minutes of your day to grow and cultivate and not overanalyze. If you have all the right tools, if you have, the right this or that, or you want to share something you make or whatever it is, but you're like, oh, but I just haven't perfected it to the point where I'm confident enough to post about this. Because let's face it, if this is something you have your 9 to 5, but you eventually would love if this could be something you can make an income off of, then don't hesitate to do that. That's why I said at least put 30 minutes, if you can, an hour towards it every day, and you will have the compound effect. And you will be doing way more than you realize. It's like people think that if they aren't spending so many hours on it, which first of all, you don't want to do because you're going to get so sick of looking at it. You're going to get so critical when you don't take a step back from your work and take a breather. You will absolutely begin to hate it. Today, I walked into my room. I looked at my paintings that I have leaning against my wall. And I was just like, I'm a little tired of looking at them. I get to a point where I turn them over because I need to take a break from looking at them, because then I start to get bored with it. And then my perspective on something that could be so beautiful and is beautiful, but I'm now looking at it as something that is not as unique or beautiful or enough. And so it is important for us to take a break and step away, but it's important for us to not let that hold us back from the things that we love doing, from the things that sets our soul on fire. A lot of times we are going to, in regards to comparison, we're going to say, why would anyone want what I have to offer over this person or that person? Trust me. I'm going to give you guys an example. As a manicurist, when I was working in a salon, I didn't start out at the level of my boss and the people I worked with. They were doing it way longer. But yet I still acquired clients. And I remember thinking, why do they want to come to me? Like, this person is so great, and in my eyes, they were, their work was better than mine. They were doing it for so much longer, but I was just like, I couldn't, I should have been less critical of myself. I should have just embraced it. And then they would schedule another appointment with me, and another one, and I'm like, okay, they like me, great, that's amazing. So it just goes to show that just because you don't feel like your product or your music, your writing, what you have to say, what you're doing in life, it doesn't mean you're not going to inspire someone and change their day, their week, their year. Something you say sticks with them for the rest of their life. We have this amazing, beautiful impact on people when we let go of what others think and what we think about ourselves and our own criticism. We have the power to be so much and to do so much. We are inventors. We create. We help. Take what you have and who you are and run with it. And don't worry about the people who critique you. And I remember there's been times where I thought I was very confident and someone said something and I was just like, at first it was like,
hold up, wait a minute.
You must be jealous. But then I was thinking about it and I was like, well, what if they have a point? Don't do that either. And I'm going to tell you something right now. Not everyone's going to like this, but sometimes the people closest to you, and not everybody closest to you, but like the people you may not expect to believe in you and what you're doing, like sometimes they are the ones that are least likely to believe in you because they're kind of like, well, I know you're not going to complete this thing, you're not going to finish this thing, or it's not that great. You know what I mean? They might have something to say, and I really hope that you just listen to the ones that have your back and that encourage you, because there's no such thing as failing too many times, or there's no such thing as it not being good enough. And it doesn't mean ignore areas that you need to work on, but it just means accept yourself and embrace what you have to offer, and stop putting it down and stop putting yourself down. And like in this weird way, I kind of like selfishly didn't want to share it just because, like, I don't know, like it feels special to me. But I just love it. And not everyone would, it wouldn't resonate with everyone, maybe not, but it's called Creative Manifestos, Inspirational Statements to Celebrate Self-Expression. And I just love it. And the reason I said I almost selfishly didn't want to share it was because I'm going to be sharing a lot in this book as time goes on. And, when I shared it, I'm like, well, I just want to be the only one. No, it's actually, this is just me. This is just who I am. It talks a lot about art and nature and even writing. It's for everyone, but I think it will resonate more with those that are creators of a product, some form of art. But I think it's also just beautiful as it is. Let's see, what does this say? So I opened up just somewhere towards the beginning. I don't even know what it says actually, so let's just see what this first page says. Creativity takes no excuses. I like that. And you know what else I was thinking about today just reminds me of is I was saying there are no rules. There are no rules how you're supposed to live this life. I have been judged for kind of choosing like the field that I have over something that could, that is different, because it's, you're depending on your own craft. You're depending on your own sales skills. And yeah, it's not like a promised check, I suppose. But it doesn't mean that I am not making money, or especially when I started, I actually doing nails, for example. I didn't know how that was going to be the first year, 2, 3, because you're building a clientele, but I chose a good salon that had a lot of walk-ins, and that really helped me a lot. And people liked my nail art too, so that was great. But anyways, you see, so if it's important enough, you'll make time for it. If you don't know where to start anywhere. If you feel stuck, ask someone to help you out. If you're tired, take a timed break. Oh, I love that it says timed, because sometimes we wallow for too long. If you don't know how to do it, try doing what you can. If you believe that you can do it, you will. Oh my gosh, I love this because it just so goes with everything that I've been talking about. And I knew that I was going to come on here with this particular subject, and I knew it was going to have to be a little bit of just like what flows out of the heart, my mind, the spirit, whatever. And this, wow, that was really cool. I like that a lot. Okay. Ooh, this is a good one. There is nothing in nature that blooms all year long, so don't expect yourself to do so either. That's just, I just love that so much, and it's so true because we go through so much, and our perspective is everything. I will tell you this. So if you are going through a hard time, you can just be excited for the growth, because that's what it is. And so you can look at it as, I'm growing right now, your girl is growing. And I also do recommend the practice of groundedness, because it's just good stuff in it. I haven't got too far into it yet, actually. So there is yet to discover. I feel like the beginning has been very basic stuff. Like stuff like I said, it was a little bit redundant for me, but I think I have yet to really dive into it a little bit more. So anyways, let me show you some of my art that I've been working on. The most recent things that I've done. I actually put this in, I made a TikTok with this one because they thought it was so colorful and pretty. Thank you, baby. And yeah, I love this one. And I'm going to be sad when I sell it. And like I said, here's another one. Oh, I love this one. What I love is this random pop of purple here. I do not start out with a blueprint on what I'm going to paint. And I literally just take colors and I'm like, you that light orange, you that dark blue, you're coming with me. And I don't know, I just pick them randomly. And then I put them on the palette or whatever. And just put on some good chill music. I like to listen to like stick figure. I like reggae when I'm painting. And I love reggae. That's always been like my probably top 2 genre, if not my number 1. Because it's such good chill happy vibes. And so anyways, I think that's all I have to say. I hope this was a good one. I've been really trying to do a more Christmassy vlog because this is a Vlogmas, and I just like kind of haven't. And I'm like, oh, it's hard to follow, like, if I'm baking or if I'm doing something Christmassy with my kids, it's hard to have a phone. Like, I don't have special equipment, guys. I don't. I just have good editing skills, but I don't have enough, like, the lighting isn't always right. So I will try. And I know I haven't been making as many. I actually did a video last week that I was going to post. I ended up not liking it. I uploaded it to YouTube, but I haven't shared it with my social media, so it hasn't had the most views. But it's called 75 Hard Hacks and a whole dance party or something like that. But I just felt like when I watched back, there was like 5 minutes of me dancing, and my son too, a bit, like just having fun and being silly and whatever. And I don't know, I just felt like this is so long and drawn out. And anyways, thank you guys for supporting my channel. If you appreciate what I have to say and share, be ever so confident in yourself. I love you guys.
I love you too.
Evie says, I love you too. And